Hello there, everybody, and welcome to the entertainment headquarters, and welcome to this bright and breezy spring morning trailer reaction. That's right, it's a bright, beautiful day here in Newcastle, England, and this trailer I'm about to look at, somebody suggested it for me. And I didn't know anything about this film. I didn't know it was even a thing that was getting made. So this, for me, I'm going in completely blind, and sometimes that's the best thing to do when it comes to films, especially Netflix films. Netflix, it's the dominant streaming service out there. It has an amazing amount of great stuff on there, but there is a lot of filler content, and they do a lot of medium budget Netflix exclusive original films that are either good or bad, and then you get the one or two that's exceptional. And I've recently just did a review on War Machine, which was released last weekend. Check out that review if you wish. So this is another Netflix exclusive original film, and it's coming out on, I believe, April the 10th, and it is called Thrash. So Thrash is an upcoming American survival horror film written and directed by Tommy Wirkola. It stars Phoebe Dynevor, Whitney Peak, and I'm going to attempt to get this man's name right. I always struggle with him, but he's a well-diverse, well-known actor. Djimon Hounsou. Djimon Hounsou. Hope I said his name wrong. Right. But if I butchered it and I got it wrong, I do apologise. But Djimon Hounsou is... he starred in Marvel movies. He starred in an array of amazing films. He's a really great actor. I actually think he was in Gladiator 2. I think he was in that one as well. But yes, he's a great actor. And apart from it being a survival horror film, I literally know nothing else about this particular film. So without further ado, let's check out Thrash.
Yeah, that's coming in fast.
Must be a big one.
The National Hurricane Center has issued hurricane surge warnings for this area.
Wrong! Just breathe.
They're saying it could be a Category 5.
That's what they always say, and then everything turns out to be fine.
Jesus Christ.
Lisa! Get to high ground! Go, go!
Several towns are cut off from any rescue attempts. We're sending our prayers to the people of those towns. I can't imagine the dangers they're facing.
Sharks. Put me money on sharks.
There's no people, no car.
Just a little bit away. Sharks on the loose! In the Category 5 storm! Let's move!
Push! I am not gonna have him die before he gets to take his first breath. Here they come! Bet you never saw this on Shark Week.
There we have it. April the 10th, Thrash is coming to Netflix. Now, just straight off the bat, soon as I seen the flooding and it came up, and it said, you know, it's not basically the water you need to be worried about or the flooding. It's something a lot more dangerous. And I seen that open shot of like open ocean and the water feeding into the city, into the lake. I just went, boom, it's got to be sharks. And this is adding to the array of many, many shark movies that have come out over the years. Shark movies have always fascinated me, and also shark movies are still to this day popular, and it's all thanks to Jaws. Jaws was the first big one that basically put all eyes on sharks and made sharks absolutely terrifying and showed you them at the most vicious. And that love of shark movies, that love of that kind of scare and fear of sharks has never, you know, disappeared since Jaws. And there's been many concepts, many different ideas, many different types of shark movies that's come through. But most of the ones we get are survival horror films. And this is adding to the many list of survival horror movies featuring sharks. This one, though, however, reminds me of a film. I think it came out in 2014. I might have got the year wrong, but there was a film very similar concept to this. And I'm sure there's been another shark film where there was a flood and people were trapped and there was a shark among them. I think it was an Australian shark movie, but I can't remember the title for that one. But the film that this definitely reminds me the most of that comes to mind is a film called Crawl. Now, Crawl came out, I think, like I say, in 2014, and it was about this small town with rivers and, you know, floodlands around them, and it was overflowing with water because of a storm, and the local alligators and crocodiles flooded the town, and it was a survival horror film. And I really enjoyed Crawl. I thought it was a great concept. I thought they really were great at adapting the intenseness and the suspense and the idea of not knowing what the hell was going to happen. And they had some jump scares in there that I never seen coming. It was a very suspenseful thriller, horror, survival film. And I would like to hope that this particular film, Thrash, would go down that road. And, you know, you've got the pregnant lady in the car who's, you know, ready to give birth any minute now. You've got, I'm assuming, a friend or a daughter or a sister that's by her side, or even just a neighbour who's trying to help her. And then, of course, like in Crawl, where you had the authority figures and like people part of the rescue services, you obviously also have the actor Djimon Hounsou, who, you know, like I say, is a great actor. He's been in many things. I do like his performances and everything he's done. So it's going to be interesting to see where this goes, how it ends, and let's just hope it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of fun shark movies, and then there's a lot of terrible shark movies. The last best shark movie I saw was Beast of War, which made my top 10 last year. It used not CGI, it used a practical shark. They made an actual giant practical shark. It was set, you know, during like the wartime in Australia, where a ship got sunk and the survivors have to take on this giant shark. And it was a really great and terrifying shark film. And I don't know if this is going to be as terrifying as that one, but as long as it's fun and it delivers, you know, some good action sequences, that's all we pretty much can hope for. And when it comes to Netflix itself, Netflix, it is the most dominant streaming service out there right now. It has pretty much got a load of good stuff on there, but it also has a lot of filler content, medium budgeted action films and television shows. Some make it, some don't, some are good, some are bad. And I'm hoping, you know, this one is in the middle. I'm not going to praise it that much until I see it, but, you know, I'm hoping it's going to be in the middle of the road. And if, you know, that's all we pretty much can for when it comes to Netflix. But that's just my opinion. That's just my views on Thrash coming April the 10th. Please continue to like your movies and continue to like all things entertainment. And I'll catch us all at the next one.